What's up, guys? Welcome back to Healthy Recipe. We're going to be making a delicious, refreshing salad today. It's summertime here in Florida and it's really hot. So I've been eating a lot more salads and refreshing dishes like this. So I'm going to show you guys a real simple way to make a tasty tomato and cucumber salad with some avocado. So let's get right to it. All right, so let's go over our ingredients real quick. We have here 1 English cucumber. I just cut the ends off and cut it in half. 1 Hass avocado, 1 lime, 4 Roma tomatoes. I have maybe about a 1/4 cup of fresh basil once it's cut up. Feta cheese, 1 small red onion, sea salt. These are dried cranberry. Actually, no, I'm sorry. These are dried cherries. You guys can use dried cranberries or whatever else dry fruit you have, or you can leave it out. I just use these because I like that little sweet bite that it gives, because this is got a little bit of bitterness from the tomatoes, the lime, all of that. So this kind of like balances it with a little bit of sweetness. And I'm using olive oil also for our dressing. So first thing we're gonna do is get to chopping with our vegetables. Okay, so our cucumbers, how I like to do them is I like to split them right down the middle. And then what I do is I take out the seeds, because like I said in my previous videos, this is all water. And basically it's just gonna water down your salad. So I usually take these out and leave them like a little canoe like that, and then I'll cut it up into little squares. And if you have a juicer or you like to make smoothies, you could take this stuff and throw it in. This is actually a really great ingredient for lowering blood pressure. It acts as a diuretic. It's also really refreshing. It's good for it's got a lot of vitamins. So now I'm just going to cut these into strips. And then cut them into little tiny squares. About that size, pretty small. It's gonna add some nice crunch and freshness to the salad. The only downfall to making this kind of salad is that this won't keep very well. So whatever you make, you gotta eat it pretty quick, because if you leave it with the olive oil and the lime in it, it will get soggy pretty quick. I think that's probably all I'm gonna use of that cucumber. I'm gonna use half of it, not the whole thing. I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 tomatoes. And then basically I'm just gonna chop these also too. And the reason why I'm kind of sawing with my knife is because I've been using it so much and I haven't taken the time out to sharpen it. And tomato skin is one of the hardest things that you can cut through with a knife. That will really test the sharpness of your knife. It actually just kind of like slips. All right, so we're gonna do our avocado next, and we'll leave the onion for last because I don't want to get the onion smell all over everything and then keep cutting. To peel it, just kind of go like this. The skin comes right off. If they're good ones. Sometimes you get really crappy ones and a lot of the meat will come off with the skin. And there's actually quite a few different types of Hass avocados. People think it's just one, but there's quite a few different varieties. Some of them are actually like not even yellow inside. They're like white and they're like so watery. So I'm actually gonna just cut these into little cubes. This will pretty much turn into like almost mush in the salad. Once the lime hits it and we stir it up, it'll just thicken that dressing up a little bit, and it'll act like almost like a salad dressing. It'll make it very creamy and rich. So we have the avocado in there. Now we're gonna do the basil, and this is fresh basil from my garden. I'm gonna take you guys on a tour one of these days. So this I'm just gonna cut, not crazy small. I'm gonna cut it into kind of like 2mm strips. If you want to get that nice basil flavor. Alright, so now we're gonna do our onion. Just gonna cut it in half. Then we're gonna cut it into little pieces. Just gonna dice it. You want these to be pretty small, just like that, so it's spread out throughout the salad. Okay, so this is what we got so far. Some beautiful colors. We're gonna go ahead and do about half a lime in first. See how much juice that gives us. They're all different, so this one's not really too crazy with the juice. Gonna go ahead and stir it up a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and add about a 1/4 cup or so of feta cheese. Add in our dried cherries. Look how beautiful that looks. Just want to get that lime to infuse everything and kind of break down the feta cheese a little bit and the avocado. Get a little creamier and get those flavors to marry together. Now I'm gonna go ahead, add our olive oil. You're just gonna drizzle some in there, about a tablespoon or two. I'm gonna go in with some fresh sea salt. Okay, so here is my finished salad. Look how beautiful it looks, guys. I mean, what more can you ask for? This is so much color, so much nutrition. This is the kind of food that I love to eat, and especially now in the summer, I just want stuff that's like refreshing like this. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to give us a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, so I'm gonna dig in. I've been dying to really have some of the salad. It looks really, really delicious and colorful, just how I love my food. This is literally like an explosion of flavor. You have so much going on. It's amazing. First, you get the taste of the basil. It's got that really nice sweet flavor. Then you taste a little bit of the bitterness of the lime, and it's got great texture. It's crunchy, and at the same time, you got the creamy avocado in there. With the olive oil, it gives it an amazing flavor. I could eat this a million times a day and not ever get bored of it. And you guys can, you know, do it in different ways. Change the vegetables that you use, and it will be delicious every time.